Hi folks, Padre Phil here again. The big thing about Easter is that there just isn't any hope without it. Think about it. Everything in life has an end. Nothing lasts forever. Those lovely warm socks you're wearing will get holes in them. Those trousers you bought last year are wearing out. Your car will need replaced. That expensive computer will get a virus. That iPad will only last a few years before it's out of date. Your washing machine will break down. The roof over your head will leak and need repaired. Your money will eventually run out. You work hard your whole life to earn a pension, just so that you can sit and watch daytime TV in retirement. Governments fall, economies collapse, cultures crumble. Your heroes will let you down. People you trust will betray you. Your loved ones will sadly pass away. People you know will die. Disease, dementia, cancer, coronavirus, these things teach us that life is temporary. It is full of troubles, trials and challenges, and it will all too soon come to an end. Death and decay rule over our lives. What hope is there in that? And when we are gone, we might hope to leave a memory, but what benefit is that to us? A generation passes and we will be forgotten. So what purpose does life have without hope for the future? The writer of Ecclesiastes says, "Meaningless, meaningless, utterly meaningless, everything is meaningless. What does a man gain from all his labour at which he toils under the sun? Generations come and generations go, but the earth remains forever. There is no remembrance of people of old, and even those who are yet to come will not be remembered by those who follow." All things come to an end. But the message of Easter tells a different story. It tells not of an end of all things, but of a beginning, a new beginning. This temporary existence we now have, where things wear out and fall apart and die, this is merely a preparation for something permanent and lasting. Jesus said in Matthew 6, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Jesus is telling us that there is something beyond the temporary and the passing, and he should know. You see, Jesus died. His life came to an end. His body was put in a tomb, and that tomb was sealed shut. But then he rose again. 3 days later, the tomb was open and empty, and Jesus was seen alive by more than 500 people at that time. That's the message of Easter. Death is not the end. The temporary is not all there is. This life with all its decay and disease is not the future. There is more and much, much more. You and I have a future without worry, pain or disease, a future without hatred or division, without conflict or war, a future that has no death, a future where we will be free to live and love without restriction. John chapter 11, Jesus said, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live, even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die." Do you believe this? I do, because Easter proves it true. Easter proves the future and restores the hope that death tries to take away. We've been living through death in recent times. Maybe that death has come to your door. Maybe you live in fear that it might. The antidote to all that death, disease and destruction around us is Easter. Easter proves that death has not won, that hope still survives. If Jesus rose from the dead, he promises that we will too. "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live. If you've been struggling to cope in uncertain times, if this period of loss and grief has made you lose hope, then know that even death is only a short-term thing. Whoever believes in me will live, even though they die. You see, the big thing about Easter is there just isn't any hope without it. Happy Easter. God bless. Ta-ta for now.